Hey there, Justin Fleming here with Chin McQuaid Fleming Harris. Just another update about what's happening in our market as we just rolled into October 2023. And throughout this video and conversation, we're really going to kind of focus a lot on comparing where we are now as to 2019 and kind of taking a look at the comparisons. 2019 seems like a good time because it was pretty normal time economically. It was before the huge housing boom of the COVID era, and really gives us some good baseline comparisons to be able to see if our market at this point in time is comparable or normal in comparison to what it was at that point in time. So kind of first off, talking about the entire Park City MLS. Basically, this spans the generalities of the Wasatch Back. There are a bunch of listings that kind of flow into the Wasatch Front or other areas, but generally speaking, it's the Wasatch Back. So Summit County, Wasatch County are the primary areas for this. So basically what happened is over this year, inventory has peaked in July, and it's pretty much stayed fairly stable between July and September, ranging anywhere from about 1,076 total residential listings to 1,091. We look back to 2019, the same time frame, we actually had about range between 1,447 down to 1,354. So overall, inventory, we're about 23% lower inventory. It's just kind of a normal stasis as compared to 2020, comparing 2023 to 2019. Looking at new inventory that's come on the market, 362 new listings came to market in June of 2023. And September only had 249, but these are actually still pretty normal numbers. In June of 2019, the highest number was 376 in compared to 362. So virtually the same. The highest number of listings that were received any individual month, comparing 2019 to 2023, we'll call them parity because they're so similar. And then likewise, looking at what's been happening overall for what properties have been going under contract. August and September were actually surprisingly busy for properties going under contract here in the Wasatch Back. Both August and September had 206 properties going under contract, which is the highest that we've had all year long. It typically falls into our, being a peak time of year, being in the summertime, people are out here spending time. It's easy to get into real estate to see it. And people are really kind of excited and preparing for the upcoming winter. As far as closings this year, August was the month that had the most closings at 197, with September being just right behind it at 186. January of 2023 was the lowest amount of closings we had all year, with only 84 closings. We do oftentimes during the wintertime see a little bit lower number of closings. January of 2023 as compared to January of 2019, we were significantly lower, almost half as many closings this year in January as compared to 2019. And then we don't really talk a whole lot about I don't focus a whole lot on our median and average sale prices because it can be so easy to be skewed, and oftentimes it's disheartening to some people to kind of hear where things are to see if they can get into a property because there's so much disparity within our overall marketplace. But September, that just closed out, was actually the highest average sale price that we've had this year. And looking back over the recent past, also the highest we've ever seen. So while many people have kind of believed that maybe the market is slumped and prices are kind of reeling back, we're actually still seeing high sale prices. And I'm sure we could conject a lot of different reasons why that may be. Maybe the financing piece of it has made it so that properties that are a little bit lower value that are traditionally being financed, maybe there are less of those being purchased, and properties that are higher value and often being paid for in cash, maybe there's more of them. So kind of the balancing act there. But nonetheless, the highest average sale price across the MLS was recorded in September of 2023. And then comparing our absorption rates. The entire MLS absorption rate for 2023 was 7.3 months worth of inventory. Looking at September of 2019, it was 7.6. So yet again, overall, the market is very similar, aside from a little bit lower inventory as a whole for the entire Wasatch Back in the Park City MLS. What I thought was interesting is kind of to look at the number of actual listings that are on the market. Our residential listings, we have $3.2 billion worth of active listings on the MLS. And that's over 1,076 listings. So the average list price is $2.9 million. Contrast that back to 2019. We had $2.6 billion of active residential inventory on the market, but that was spread out over 1,354 listings, which is an average list price of $1.9 million. So over the last 4 years, the average list price across the Park City MLS has increased by $1 million. We've seen steady growth in our market, and it's the buzz is back. With snow that we received this last week, people are excited, and it seems like people are still looking for a safe haven and a good place to be able to come and spend time with their family and their friends, and be able to have, whether it's a vacation home or to be able to enjoy the full-time lifestyle here as a primary residence. There's a lot more information that's available, and I'd love to help you dive into it and understand our market, as it is very segmented, and there's very specific areas and neighborhoods where it'd be great to be able to dial in, but that's probably more on a specific individual basis, and we can kind of tailor those conversations. So please feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you, and we look forward to hearing from you next month. Thank you.